What's the most disrespectful thing you have ever seen in anime? Maybe a villain completely obliterating their opponent, a betrayal so cruel it left you stunned, or a power flex so legendary it made the hero question their entire existence. Some anime moments go way beyond just winning a fight. They break their opponent, body and soul. Today we are counting down the top 10 most disrespectful anime moments that went too far. Let's go! Number 10. Zamasu calls mortals a mistake. Zamasu isn't just a villain, he's a cosmic level narcissist who genuinely believes that all mortals are a mistake. As a Kaioshin apprentice, he was supposed to protect life, but instead he despised it. His ideology was simple but horrifying. Mortals were inherently flawed, and therefore they didn't deserve to exist. But what makes this moment so disrespectful isn't just his ideology, it's how he executes his plan. Instead of fighting like a traditional villain, he hijacks Goku's body, renames himself Goku Black, and uses it to massacre entire civilizations. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to prove his superiority by using the body of the strongest mortal to erase all other mortals. Zamasu's disdain reaches its peak when he wipes out entire timelines and laughs at the destruction. He isn't interested in ruling or conquering, he simply wants everything gone. The sheer arrogance and cruelty of it all makes this one of the most disrespectful moments in anime history. Number 9. Griffith's ultimate betrayal. In one of the darkest betrayals in anime history, Griffith throws away everything and everyone that once mattered to him. The band of the Hawk risked their lives to save him after he was tortured for a year. Instead of being grateful, he sees them as disposable pawns. During the eclipse, Griffith sacrifices his entire squad to demonic entities to achieve his dream. His friends, the very people who followed him into war, are torn apart by monstrous creatures while he watches with zero remorse. But it gets even worse. To break guts, he assaults Casca in front of him, knowing fully well that it would mentally and emotionally destroy him. This isn't just a betrayal. This is absolute annihilation of the trust, love and loyalty that had been built over years. Griffith erases everything good in his past in exchange for power, and the worst part, he never looks back. Number 8. Dio wrecks Jonathan's entire life. Dio Brando isn't just a villain, he's an agent of chaos. From the moment he steps into Jonathan Joestar's life, he makes it his personal mission to ruin it. He manipulates Jonathan's father into trusting him, then turns everyone against Jonathan. But his acts of disrespect go far beyond psychological torment. He murders Jonathan's beloved dog by throwing it into an incinerator, then later, just to prove his dominance, he steals a kiss from Erina, the girl Jonathan likes. And he doesn't do it because he has feelings for her, he does it solely to hurt Jonathan. Even after Jonathan grows stronger and fights back, Dio takes things to a whole new level of disrespect by turning himself into a vampire, burning down the Joestar mansion, and later, in his final act of hatred, stealing Jonathan's body after he dies. That's right, Dio couldn't just let Jonathan rest in peace. He literally hijacks his corpse and uses it to continue his reign of terror. Number 7. Madara vs. the Shinobi Alliance. When the entire Shinobi Alliance gathered to fight against Madara Uchiha, they thought they stood a chance. They had numbers, strategy, and some of the strongest ninjas in the world. But what they didn't have was a prayer. Madara walks onto the battlefield alone, and within minutes he wipes out thousands of elite warriors effortlessly. He dodges every attack like it's in slow motion, counterattacks with devastating precision, and single-handedly crushes an army. Then, just to flex on them, he summons not one, but 2 meteors and drops them like it's nothing. The moment that sealed the deal was when one of the most respected shinobi leaders, Onoki, realized there was no hope. His face goes from determination to sheer defeat as he accepts the inescapable reality. Madara isn't just winning, he's toying with them. Number 6. Sukuna laughs at Yuji's face. When Yuji desperately fights to save his friend, he puts everything on the line. But the moment he loses control of his body, Sukuna takes over and murders Yuji's friend in an instant. When Yuji regains control, Sukuna gives the body back to him just to make him watch the aftermath. And what does Sukuna do next? He laughs. He looks at Yuji in the eyes while he's breaking down from grief, and he laughs at him. It wasn't just disrespectful, it was pure psychological torment. Number 5. Aizen's complete humiliation of everyone. Aizen isn't just a villain, he's a god-tier manipulator who makes sure that every move he makes is calculated, devastating, and humiliating for his enemies. From the very beginning, he was 10 steps ahead of everyone. During the Soul Society arc, he fakes his own death, only to later reveal that he had been controlling everyone like puppets the entire time. When he finally makes this move, he effortlessly crushes the strongest captains without even breaking a sweat. The peak of Aizen's disrespect, his battle against Ichigo's allies. They come at him full force, believing they can finally stand a chance. Aizen doesn't just defeat them, he demoralizes them. He lets them think they are landing attacks, only for him to reveal that it was all an illusion. At one point, he literally catches Ichigo's sword with his bare hand without looking. Then, just to flex, he announces that everything from Ichigo's growth to his struggles was part of his plan all along. He doesn't just win, he makes everyone realize they were never even playing the same game. Aizen's calm, arrogant attitude makes his victories feel twice as disrespectful, and that's what makes him a legendary flexer. Number 4. Escanor vs Estarossa. Confidence is one thing, but Escanor takes arrogance and dominance to a completely different level. When Estarossa, a demon with immense strength, tries to intimidate Escanor, the prideful lion doesn't even flinch. Instead, when Estarossa taunts him, Escanor laughs and delivers one of the most cold-blooded lines in anime history. "You must be mistaken, asking me to feel fear?" And then, he annihilates Estarossa with such disrespectful ease that it doesn't even feel like a fight. It's a public execution. He takes the enemy's strongest attack head-on, stands there like it's nothing, then casually swings his axe once to deliver a one-shot kill. Escanor doesn't just win, he makes sure his opponent knows he never stood a chance. Number 3. Meruem vs Netero. When Netero, the strongest human fighter, faces off against Meruem, the king of the Chimera Ants, everyone expects an epic showdown. And we do get one, but not in a way anyone hoped. Netero throws thousands of devastating punches, each powerful enough to obliterate mountains. But Meruem, he doesn't even try to dodge. He lets himself get hit over and over just to prove a point. Then, after what feels like an eternity, Meruem finally speaks. He tells Netero that no matter what he does, he cannot win. And he is right. In the end, Netero is forced to resort to a suicide bomb just to damage Meruem, and even then the Chimera Ant King barely dies. Meruem doesn't just win the fight, he proves that no human could ever hope to match him. Number 2. Gojo's infinite disrespect. Satoru Gojo isn't just powerful, he's a walking insult to anyone who dares to fight him. During his battle with Jogo, he casually dodges every attack without effort. Jogo, a high-ranking cursed spirit, is throwing devastating fire attacks that could wipe out cities. And Gojo, he is grinning the entire time. Then, Gojo decides to explain to Jogo exactly why he can't be touched. He takes the time to break down the science behind his infinity ability mid-battle, all while continuing to humiliate Jogo. The moment of peak disrespect, Gojo grabs Jogo's head, slams him into the ground and says, "You thought you were strong?" And then he brings in Yuji to watch the beatdown, turning a deadly fight into a literal lesson. Gojo never takes his enemies seriously, and that's what makes him one of the most disrespectful fighters in anime history. Honorable mention: Light Yagami's laugh. Light Yagami is one of the most arrogant characters in anime, but nothing beats his final moment of absolute disrespect. When he is finally exposed as Kira, he still refuses to admit defeat. He tries to write one last name, but when he is stopped, he breaks down, laughing maniacally, yelling, "I am God." Even when facing death, Light refuses to accept reality. His insane, unhinged laughter echoes as he desperately clings to his delusions of grandeur. It's the final act of pure arrogance, and that's why it deserves an honorable mention. Number 1. Madara vs. the 5 Kage. You thought Madara's Shinobi Alliance massacre was bad? That was nothing compared to this. When the 5 Kage, the strongest leaders of the ninja world, unite to stop him, you would think he would at least acknowledge their strength. Nope. Madara doesn't even take them seriously. He is so unimpressed that he literally asks, "Would you like my clones to use Susanoo or not?" The 5 Kage are already fighting for their lives, and Madara is asking them how much of a beating they want. Then, in a moment of peak disrespect, he destroys them completely, walks away without a single scratch, and tells them, "Weakness disgusts me." Madara's level of dominance is so extreme, it makes the strongest warriors in the ninja world feel like helpless children. This isn't just disrespectful, it's absolute, unshakable humiliation. And that's it! Which one do you think was the most brutal? Did I miss a moment that deserves a spot? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more episodes. See you soon!